Hi guys, Robbo46 here, and oh boy, we've got some more news today, this time in the form of Andrea Iannone, who has been provisionally suspended from racing due to some substance found in his urine sample at Sepang. So obviously athletes, they have to do urine samples every now and again, and they get checked just to make sure they're not taking any performance enhancing drugs or anything like that. And yeah, it seems like something was in Iannone's urine sample, so the FIM have suspended Iannone indefinitely at the moment whilst the investigation goes on. The thing is, if it turns out that he was taking something, then not only will that pretty much be the end of his season next season, but probably the end of his career. So we may see an Aprilia ride be up for grabs next year. But yeah, it's all speculation at the moment. It's just something that they found in Iannone's urine, so they have suspended him at the moment. Yeah, so non-specified substance was found in his urine sample, so they're not entirely sure what it is yet. At time of recording, there's been no other news about it, so who knows what is going to happen with Andrea Iannone. He's not had the best of seasons. He's been obviously with Aprilia. He didn't really seem that bothered about most of the races with Aprilia, apart from Phillip Island when he actually led the race for a little bit. But other than that, yeah, it's all kind of spiraling downhill at the moment, which is a shame because on his day he's a bloody quick rider. But yeah, unfortunately this has come out the woodwork, so yeah, there could be potentially an Aprilia up for grabs next year if it turns out to be something bad. But Iannone did go on record, mainly on his Instagram. Basically, I'll just read what he put. So Iannone said this: "I'm totally relaxed and want to reassure my fans and Aprilia Racing. I am open to any counter analysis in a matter that has surprised me. Also because at this time I have not received any official communication. Over the years I have undergone continuous checks, obviously always proven to be negative, which is why I have every confidence in the positive conclusion of this affair." So obviously Iannone saying that it's nothing, and that it needs obviously looking at again. Obviously the athletes do, like I said at the beginning, have checks and they have to do samples and that just to prove that they're not taking anything. Yeah, it's who knows what's going to happen. Would Iannone do something like that? I don't know, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, like I said, this could not only be the end of his contract with Aprilia, which means he's got no ride for next year if it does turn out to be the test turns out positive, then yeah, who would replace him at Aprilia? Because yeah, there's going to be one spare ride there, and obviously pretty much because it's so late in the day now, everyone is going to be under contract, obviously even in Moto2 and that. Would they maybe bring in Bradley Smith, obviously their test rider at the moment? Maybe he would get to do the season, or maybe they would just try and find someone, who knows who. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't turn out to be anything in the positive way of the test. I hope that it's not the way that I would want someone like Iannone, to come out of the sport. But yeah, I don't know how many more years Iannone's got left in him for MotoGP, because like I said, when he went to Aprilia, he kind of, well, even at Suzuki, I guess, he didn't really have the motivation, and he obviously started talking a bit bad about the Suzuki team, and that he didn't feel like they really wanted him and stuff like that. Then obviously moved to Aprilia, and now he just doesn't really seem that bothered about racing. And yeah, it's one of those that we're gonna have to keep an eye on. Like I said, at time of recording, there has been nothing that has been concrete apart from the fact that he is provisionally suspended from racing until further notice. So hopefully it gets cleared up soon. But either way, I will let you guys know once we find out what is actually going on. Also worth noting that the urine sample was taken on the 3rd of November, so obviously last month. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens to Andrea Iannone for 2020. Will he be racing? Will he be suspended indefinitely and maybe even banned from racing? We saw something kind of similar with Anthony West. He had quite a few issues with urine samples and that. It didn't completely obviously stop him from racing. He was banned for a little bit and then he eventually came back once he proved that he was clean. And yeah, but towards the end when he decided to quit racing, he just basically had enough of the FIM, basically, you know, always throwing shade over him. So that's why Anthony West just didn't get on with the FIM, so he hung up his levers. Yeah, so we have to wait and see what happens with Iannone, but yes, it's gonna be so weird if it is gonna be another person who doesn't have a ride for next year and now another ride becomes available, because obviously we had Jorge Lorenzo announce his retirement at the last minute, and obviously then we had Alex Marquez eventually get moved up from Moto2 to Repsol Honda. And yeah, but then we had obviously Zarco. He was hoping to go for Repsol Honda, but it didn't really seem like he was going to have anywhere to go, maybe take the Yamaha test role. And then last minute Avintia sacked Carol Abraham, and then a few weeks after that Zarco got officially announced to ride at Avintia despite basically slagging off the team. And now we've got this, which has happened right at the end of the year as well. So everything seems to be happening like last minute in MotoGP at the moment. But yeah, we have to wait and see just what the actual definitive results are going to be and what is going to happen to Andrea Iannone next year. But yeah, anyway guys, that is it from me. As soon as we get some news, I'll obviously let you guys know. But in the meantime, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.
While the riders enjoy the acclaim of the fans on their victory lap, let's take a look at the final ranking of today's race.